Hey friends, and welcome back to Lake Life Lowdown. Today I've got a really special guest, Tammy Rosenthal, team leader of the Frank Campbell team and the heartbeat behind so much of what we do at REMAX Lake of the Ozarks. She's not just a real estate powerhouse. Tammy's a scuba diver, a lake lover, and someone who knows this market inside and out. In this episode, we're diving into the softer side of leadership, what it really means to build a brand that lasts, and how staying grounded in your values can take you further than any sales pitch. Let's get into it. Hey there guys, I'm here with Tammy Rosenthal from the Frank Campbell team, and I just wanted to bring her in today to give you guys all of the grace and wisdom that she has given us on the Frank Campbell team over the year that I have been here with you guys. I've been here 6 months now, so it's still not very long. I'm still trying to absorb it and take it all in.
Seems like just yesterday.
Yeah, it does.
It's gone fast.
I know. Paint was drying. I was watching paint dry all through the winter, and then it was like, bam, summer's here and we're already into it. So, speaking of what brought you into it, what brought you into REMAX? Why did you decide to join real estate?
Oh boy.
It's a loaded question.
It really is, because I had no idea that this is what I was going to end up doing at all.
What did you go to school for?
I have a degree in biology.
So not real estate whatsoever?
No, nothing remotely like real estate, no. And I lived in St. Louis with my husband and son, and then my husband had a job opportunity to move here to the lake, and so we moved here in 2005, and there's not a real lot to do with biology here at the lake, and so I ended up answering an ad in the paper for an assistant. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. It was kind of a blind ad, and I came in and I interviewed with Fran at the time, and had to beg her to hire me because she said I was overqualified, and I'm like, I'm overqualified for everything here at the lake. Please, I just need a job. And so she hired me, and I've been here ever since. So that was actually in 2006.
So when you started as an admin, how long were you an admin before you were like, well, I can do this?
So I started out as the office manager and closing coordinator for Frank Campbell team. I had no idea what I was getting into. I'd never studied real estate or really, I sold one house. Had no idea. And so I did that for several years. I say that I learned the business from the inside out, because I dealt with all the contracts, and I got to listen to all the other agents, how they talked to their clients, how they negotiated, how they worked deals. And I did that until 2012, but I got my license in 2010, and Fran wanted me to take it really slow. And so I didn't even show anybody property all of 2010 until New Year's Eve was the first time I showed property.
So, okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, so since you started from the inside and worked your way out, basically, what is something that you wish people outside of real estate understood about what's happening behind the scenes?
Oh boy, there's so much that happens behind the scenes on a daily basis that the consumer doesn't even really know that's happening. Like all of the paperwork, and since I did work in a research job, like details matter, and so
now things are starting to click.
Yes. So all the details, all the paperwork, I'm kind of really a stickler for that. So for example, say you go show 3 condos, okay, and everybody's happy, you're done, you say goodbye, the clients go home. Well, we have to go back. We have to do the research for any of the questions that they want to find out. We have to let each of the agents know feedback. There's just our job doesn't end as soon as everybody says goodbye. There's still so much more that has to be done. That's done behind the scenes that most people don't realize.
Yeah. It's not just driving from one listing to another. It's
No.
While you're driving from one listing to another, you're also taking a phone call about a completely different transaction.
Correct.
About an inspection report for a piece of property that's, on the other side of town. So it is sort of juggling.
Yeah.
So I do think that sometimes people get oh, this is what's happening right now and this is the only thing that's happening.
Right.
And that's just not the case.
No.
No.
And I like to be prepared.
You don't say.
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't wing things super well. I like to be prepared. So just before we sat down, I got a call to show a couple of properties tonight. So now I'm like scrambling to find out all the information that I can about those properties. Just so whenever they ask me questions, I already know the answers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It's not just like there's 3 houses on the market and everybody knows everything about all 3 of those houses. There's thousands of property on the market, and to just be like, hey, what's going on with that piece of land over by Deerbergs? And you're like, I have no idea.
Right.
So then you have to spend time to research that and look into it. So it's a lot more than just picking up the phone and knowing exactly what's happening.
And there's so many unique things about the lake. We don't have like neighborhoods where you're like, oh yeah, this builder built these 300 houses and there's floor plan A, floor plan B, and C, and you pick from one of those and they're all the same, and no. Every single house is different. Every single lot is different.
Yeah.
Do you want to be with the deep water on the main channel? I mean, just do you want a cove location, and then like how far back in the cove, because you're gonna have shallow water, and everybody wants, I want a flat lot with deep water. Well, if you know anything about geography or topography, it doesn't happen. You can't have both.
Yeah. Or if you do end up getting both, you're going to pay for it.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so I've been with REMAX now a total of 4 years. I've been on the team for 6 months. But how have you, because you've been with the Frank Campbell team, part of REMAX for a few years now, how have you watched this company evolve here at the lake? What are some big changes that you've seen? When it started out, did you think it would grow to be as big as it is now?
So I came in, like I said, in 2006, and Frank Christensen started the company here in 1988. So it was well established already before I came in. And I haven't ever been with any other company, so I personally can't compare it to another company. But what I can say is that I attend a lot of REMAX functions and REMAX events throughout the country, and I know a lot of agents. I've met a lot of agents in different areas of the country, and what I can say is I think that what we have here at REMAX Lake of the Ozarks is really special. I think that our brokers and management team really care, and they provide a lot of training, a lot of help. I know I can call anyone on the management team, practically anytime. I'm not going to call them at 2 a.m. But they'll
Some agents have.
Right. Well, yeah. But they'll answer my call. They'll know who it is that's calling them.
Yeah.
And they'll help coach me through whatever situation that I'm having. I know other brokerages, like, they don't even know their broker or they get pushed off. And I just think that what we have here is really special.
Yeah, I agree. You feel welcomed anywhere you go, which has always been something that's really unique to me.
I will also say I feel like, we have 125 agents here. We have a bunch of teams. And yes, we all compete, but everybody is very helpful. If I have a question or I need something, I'd be like, how did you do that? Everyone is always so friendly and so ready to help.
Yeah. To me,
it's not like, so cutthroat.
I look at it like whenever I buy a cheap dress at Ross, and that somebody's like, "Hey, I like your dress." I can't wait to tell them that I got it cheap at Ross.
Right.
It's like that when they're talking about real estate here at REMAX. They're like, "Hey, how'd you sell that house?" "Oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell you how I did it." They're so excited to tell you because they're proud of what they've done, and 2, they know that helping you is only going to help everybody.
Exactly.
So if I got a dress for $7 at Ross, maybe somebody else can find that same
dress.
dress.
God, and I bet it had pockets too.
Oh, pockets. If it has pockets, it's coming home whether or not it fit. It doesn't matter. Okay, so that kind of ties into the other question that I had, which was what makes you most proud of the REMAX brand, which is probably the
just
cooperative
the willingness
spirit
to help and the cooperation.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I kind of want to get into something that people might not know about you.
Oh boy.
Which is you are an avid scuba diver.
Yes, I love to scuba dive. That's like my happy place. I always joke that I can't answer emails, I can't answer text messages, my phone's not ringing underwater. It's just me and the fish or whatever it is that I'm looking at, the coral or.
So, do you scuba dive here at the lake, or are you going out to the beach?
Oh gosh, no, no. I like to see.
Yeah, it is probably a lot easier to see in the ocean.
Yes, it's easier to see in the ocean, and also I will have to say I'm just a warm water diver. Like I don't want to dive in cold water.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
no like North Pole
Oh
exploration.
no
where you-
no no
okay.
no.
Okay.
Warm water, hanging out on the beach in my swimsuit, having a cocktail, toes in the sand. Just yeah.
Okay, so then what's your favorite underwater memory from scuba diving? I know you sent us a really cool picture of a seahorse that you found.
Oh yeah. So like I have, I had like certain like bucket list things that I wanted to see, and a seahorse was one of them. And I wanted to be able to find it myself, not just have a dive guide point it out to me. So
that is a typical Tammy response. I wanted to find it myself, not have someone show it to me.
exactly, yeah, gotta do it myself. So earlier this spring,
Yeah.
my husband and I were in Curacao, and we started this dive, and we were maybe 10 feet underwater, just started the dive. And of course, okay, you can't talk underwater. I mean, you can't hear. I try, and I'm like, but nobody hears you. So we have these like little noisemaker things, and I couldn't find my noisemaker. I'm everywhere. I'm like, oh my God, I see a seahorse. And so I finally find my noisemaker, and I'm just jingling away, and I'm like, seahorse, seahorse. I know water. I'm a dork. Anyway, and so he turns around, and he's like, and he comes over, and then of course half the ocean comes over because they heard me jingling, and they all want to know what I found. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. So,
What's the furthest you've ever dove?
I've been to like right at 100 foot deep. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's not my favorites. In fact, probably once you get past 60 feet, that's not like a whole lot to see.
Okay.
I do like even just hanging out in the shallows and just trying to find little things, and
That would be fun.
yeah. And the more that I do it, and the more comfortable I am, then that's more of the challenge, is to find those little tiny things that you can't see, and plus I can see.
When you're here back at the lake, though, I do know that you and Dale have a boat.
Yes, we do have a boat. I love to go boating.
Where do you like to go and drop anchor? Like, what restaurants are you going to? Is there a cove that you prefer without giving away your favorite secret spot?
I'd say maybe one of my favorite places to eat is maybe Papa Chubby's.
Pat has mentioned that. I have yet to go there.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to go there soon, though.
Yeah, it's like at the 26-mile marker back in a cove, and they have like a little sandy beach. And it kind of used to be a place that nobody knew about, but now everybody's kind of learning about it.
There's not a lot of secret spots left at the lake.
No, there's not. But they have really good food. So I like that. And as far as coves, we have a couple of different coves that we go to. I really like to hang out in Snake Cove.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that one?
I feel like I've been there.
Yeah. It's kind of past Margaritaville.
Yes.
And then it's kind of a hidden cove. Some people call it Hidden Cove. I like to just hang out and float in the lake, though, too.
That's what I like.
I mean, just relax.
I'll go to the dock, and I will tie out like our little float mat out, and that's where I like to be.
Yeah. Anywhere I'm floating with friends is good for me.
Yeah. Let's circle back to real estate a little bit. As somebody who is a new agent, when I was looking for a team to join, joining the Frank Campbell team was straight at the top of my list, mostly because I knew that I was going to have a strong team leader, and I knew that I was going to have somebody who, if they didn't know the answer, you were going to help me find it. So that's something that I appreciate out of a mentor, but as someone who has mentored a lot of agents, what is the number one thing that you just want to really impress upon a new agent?
Well, one thing I want to say is it's not easy. It's not like you see in TV or what you maybe see from the outside. Because like I said earlier, there's so many things that go on behind the scenes that you don't know about, that you don't realize are happening. So, when they say you get to set your own hours, you really don't get to set your own hours.
No.
Other people set those for you. Um, but I would say number one is probably first find a good mentor.
Yeah.
Have somebody that you can talk through situations with, that you can bounce ideas off. Also, make sure that you have money saved up.
Yep. That's. Yep.
Yep. Because you're not going to make a paycheck right away. You don't get paid hourly. Nobody gives you a car to drive. Nobody fills your gas tank. So make sure that you have money set aside, because it may be a while before you get a paycheck.
Yeah. And then don't count on that first. Don't count on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Just because you get something under contract doesn't mean it's going to close.
Yeah.
So don't spend that money before you actually have that.
Yeah.
Closing check in hands.
And even when your mentor tells you that, it might take a time or two before it really sinks in. So just so everybody knows that.
Pay yourself first when you do get that first check.
Yeah. Well, since you've inspired so many agents, what keeps you inspired? And who do you go to?
I have a couple other agents here at the company that I will call upon to ask questions or vent. Everybody needs to vent about things sometimes, and a lot of times if you're not in the business, then you don't understand.
Yep.
Yeah, so
it's hard to explain.
Yeah, because it's hard for me sometimes to tell my friends some of these things or talk to them, because they look at me like I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, I have some agents here in the company that I do help, and then I have, like I said, I know agents all across the country. I get to be part of this great elite group with REMAX, and I can ask those agents things that are going on with their teams or stuff if I don't feel like it's something that I want to, or maybe it's too private or too personal to ask like somebody here within the company.
Yeah.
I can ask those other team leaders that I've met throughout the country. Yeah.
It's like having an extended family.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will also have to say, Fran retired in 2020, but Fran was an awesome mentor, and I still talk to her too.
We're gonna do some rapid fire now.
Okay, boy.
Yeah, I know how much you love.
I hate to be put on the spot.
Yeah. Okay, well these ones are pretty easy.
Okay.
So, do you prefer like sunrise or like sunset?
Sunset, because I'm not an early morning person.
You kind of answered this earlier, but do you prefer a boat day or a beach day?
Beach day.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody's noticed that she's in a very lovely red dress with perfect REMAX earrings and a REMAX pin, but I want to know, what is your favorite REMAX swag item that you've ever got?
Oh, it's these earrings, definitely. these earrings right here, and these are from Alan Wood in New York, and nice. He gave these to me. He's one of the agents that I know across the country.
What do you want your clients or your fellow agents to say about you when you're done? Once you take off that Frank Campbell name tag for the last time, what do you want your legacy here to be?
Oh boy. I mean, not really much different than what I want people to say about me now.
Yeah.
Is that, that I'm a fair negotiator, that I'm honest. Like, you could probably ask my clients this and they'll tell you, like, I don't consider myself a salesperson. Like, I don't want to be sold. If I go into a store and someone tries to sell me something, I leave. But I like to tell people pros and cons, and I'm going to tell you the good and the bad. So I'm going to say, this is a great lot. It's really flat, but you have 2 foot of water, and your duck's going to be sitting in the mud in the winter. So honesty.
Yeah, straight shooter.
People, to say that I'm honest and that,
yeah.
And that I'm a friend.
Yeah, I see all of those things already. You don't have to hang up any. So I guess you don't have to retire then.
Okay.
Is kind of what that's coming down to.
Well, I'm not going to do this forever.
Oh, she's joking. She's joking. She is going to do this forever. So where can people reach you? If somebody says today, I would like Tammy Rosenthal from that Frank Campbell team to help me find my perfect lake home, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, I'm usually here at the office, but
typically, yes.
They can call me on my cell phone at 573-746-0547 or my website, tammyrosenthal.com.
All right, then. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tammy Rosenthal. Thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next episode.